Welcome on in, everybody. We have a lot that we're going to be breaking down today. Fem Tarot is in the house, and we're going to be talking about Southern Charm. We're going to be talking about Will and Jada. I'm going to have her read a few things on these relationships because I know there's a lot of tea, and if anybody can help get the tea out, it's going to be her. Let's dive in. You're listening to No Filter with Zack Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, served fresh 3 times a week. Now, let's dive in. All right, everybody, please welcome the one and only Nathalie Fem Tarot.
Hi, Zack. It's been a minute. How are you?
I am really well. This morning, I was dancing a lot because I just feel like my life is in a really great place right now. Part of which you helped predict a couple of months ago, that like all is good, all is well. And I'm vibrating from a very high frequency.
I know. I can tell. I can read your energy, dog daddy extraordinaire. I love it. I love the vibe and keep it up. We just had a chat about this, and yes, we did a reading in front of everyone last time, so I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I'm excited to see what the universe has in store for me in the soon and distant future.
Let's see. I'll be here.
Yes. Well, for those of you that are not familiar, Nathalie is an incredible tarot card reader. She's the host of her Fem Tarot YouTube channel. She does readings on celebs all the time. So if you're not subscribed to Nathalie on YouTube, go and subscribe to Fem Tarot because her readings are in depth. She's always right. She's read me. She's read so many of the stars, and you should probably book a reading with her ASAP.
Thank you for that. Thank you for the shout out.
So let's dive in. I want to start. Well, first of all, I know that you're a big Southern Charm fan.
Mm-hmm.
I have been loving Southern Charm this season, especially. I feel like it was a little slow for a minute, and I was a little worried losing Catherine, but now we're back into the swing of things. We got this drama between Austen and Taylor, which is just so juicy. So for people that aren't watching Southern Charm or that need a recap, Austen's one of the newer cast members, but he's been on for a good minute. He's a bit of a playboy, right? He's my favorite. I love him and his Muppet mouth, and I think he's so hot. And I would like date him so that he could just ruin my life. But Austen, yes. Oh my God.
Zack.
I'm a sucker for a doughy white boy. It's just
How about Craig?
Craig's a cutie too, but I feel like Craig has balanced out. Like Craig's normal now. You know, he's nice and normal and like sweet. And I'm like, I love chaos. I want to ride the roller coaster. So Austen's a bit of a fuckboy. And so he was recently dating Olivia, and his best friend Shep was dating this girl, Taylor, right? That was last season. Shep ends up cheating on Taylor, so they break up. Austen and Olivia end up breaking up. So now coming into this season, we see that Austen and Taylor, Shep's ex, are becoming a lot closer. They're friends. They're really good friends, okay? Mm-hmm. Friends like Tom and Raquel friends. And so it has now come out on the show. We're 3-4 episodes deep, and so it's now come out that yes, they are friends. Well, first it was slowly coming out. First we learned that Taylor was having sleepovers with Austen, but they were just friends, and they're like, we've never kissed, we've never done anything, we're just friends, we're just friends, we're just friends. We all know what that means when people say we're just friends, we're just friends, we're just friends. When you have to push the friendship a little too hard. But so anyway, we find out that they had a conversation about talking to each other's families about whether or not they should date, considering, you know, Shep and Olivia are their recent exes and they're still friends. Taylor's really good friends with Olivia, and now she's super friendly with Austen, Olivia's ex. And, you know, Austen is really good friends with Shep, and he's over here messing with his ex. So it was kind of messy. We now found out that they've made out, possibly, like, something has happened. If they're having conversations with their families about possibly dating each other, and then they ultimately decided not to, but yet they're still having sleepovers, and yet now we found out that they kissed or made out. What is your take on all of this? How far do you think Austen and Taylor have gone, Nathalie?
Well, I'll pull the cards, but I'll tell you, last season when I was watching the reunion, instantly I said, Those two are going to sleep together, and those two are going to have a secret relationship. And here we are, next season. Here we are. I really feel that they do, like, feelings run deep. We know Austen. Like, Austen, as you said, he's the fuck boy. You know, he's like, he's here one minute, the next minute he's bored. You know, he's gone off on to someone else. Look at Olivia. Poor Olivia. Like, the way she strung her along, it was horrible. I like Olivia this season, I have to say. Like, I really like her. She's the strongest of them all, except for Leva. But Leva's like, she's not on a lot. But anyways, I'm off on a tangent. It's because I love talking about Southern Charm. Yeah. But I did see it coming. And 2 episodes ago, when they were kind of like, you know, well, Austen was being very coy about it. Like, you can really read Austen. Taylor, not so much. Sneaky Taylor. Very hand on the Bible, sneaky. We didn't sleep together.
She literally said, hand on the Bible, nothing ever happened, not a kiss, nothing. To Olivia's face, hand on the Bible. Like, Jesus needs to strike her down. I did not.
Lord, what kind of Bible?
I did not see her. I did not see her as that type of a sneaky person.
But there you go, because Taylor kept it under wraps. Like, she had more of a poker face than Austen.
Yeah, Austen can't keep it. I'm very much like, I can't keep a secret. I can't.
I know. And by the way, apologies to everyone watching this. Sometimes there is a freeze frame. It has to do with the camera cord, which I have to replace, but I have to order it from Canon. It's a whole thing. So apologies if I'm like freezing and very like weird, like facial expressions, because I'm very expressive. So back to that. So with Austen, like a couple of episodes ago, where they were like denying it, I was like, I could see right through them. I'm like, they slept together. Not only did they sleep together, I also feel there's more. Like, they literally maybe went to the movies together, holding hands. It's not just something that I feel was contained behind closed doors, if you know what I mean. So I don't know what happened when they went back home, back to her. I don't know. Where's Taylor from? She's not from New Orleans, right?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, no, I don't think so either. But it doesn't matter. That's what I feel. So, do you want me to throw a few cards down and see what the cards?
Let's see what the cards say about Taylor and Austen.
Okay, let's see. Taylor and Austen. That's interesting. And the fact that, you know, Shep, like, come on, I wanted to shake Shep and say, Shep, stop being in denial. Stop being in denial.
I think he just doesn't I think he's trying to push himself into denial because he doesn't want to deal with the pain of facing the fact that one of his best friends has now slept with his ex, and that's just so, you know, it is very Scandival, right? Like James Kennedy and Tom Sandoval. And
it is. The thing is, I'll disagree with you, because I don't think it's about protecting Shep's feelings, because I don't think he has feelings for her. I feel that he respects her up to a point because they had a 2-year relationship or whatever it was, and it was the most serious relationship, or the most long-term relationship that he had. I think that his issue was that he was losing control of Taylor. A man with his ego and narcissistic traits, he's not narcissistic, but he does have some traits. I feel it's just like losing that control. So if Taylor moves on, he loses that control and that attachment to her. It has nothing to do with Austen.
Okay.
My opinion, just saying. But I'm throwing the cards now. Oh, you guys, I'm going to show you the cards. So the first thing is 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords, it's like trying to keep things under wraps. Like something is keeping us from being true to ourselves, to our feelings, that we have to keep things hidden, that we're hiding behind our words, we're hiding behind our actions. 3 of Pentacles. You know, there are 3 people, just like in Scandal, 3 people involved here, right?
Okay.
So, Taylor, Shep, and Austen. So they met through Shep. Austen and
Mm-hmm.
Taylor, obviously, the Hanged Man. You guys, when things died down a little bit, like when things kind of like, yeah, when they died down, maybe after the reunion, after the show stops airing or the season stops airing, you guys, Ace of Cups is new relationship. It's new love. It's letting love flourish. I'm going to pull one more card. Three of Swords. But someone's going to get hurt from this. Someone is getting hurt from this. So I do feel, let me pull one more card, the Chariot. Yeah, okay. So I do feel it's mostly, it's not Taylor, you guys. It's not Taylor who's going to get hurt.
What?
It's Austen.
What?
It's Austen.
Plot twist. How dare she come after my man, Austen? Protect Austen at all costs.
Well, I really feel she's going to take control. She's a little bit smarter than Raquel, or a lot more smarter than Raquel, Scandal Raquel, Rachel, whatever. Because I think that I do feel that they will get into relation. They will try things out. They will test the waters, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Things are out of the bag now. It's out, right? So they have nothing to hide. You know, once they've confronted Olivia and Shep, it's okay. So they will try it out, but I feel like Taylor is cutting those ties. She's the one taking control because she doesn't want the backlash, and she doesn't want that to affect her relationship with everyone in the group.
Interesting. Well, doesn't she have a new? There's a new guy, right? A new boyfriend that she's like kind of toying with or playing with. Or I saw she was posting about some guy on Instagram that was like.
Is that?
Yeah, he's like a roommate for one of the guys on Southern Hospitality, which is Leva's spinoff show. So he's kind of in the mix.
Well, I have the Knight of Cups, which it means that there is someone. Okay, but it doesn't mean that's the love of her life or whatnot. There is someone, but the devil. The devil's all about. The devil's in the details, and the devil's about. You know, putting something out there that's not real because you have an agenda. There's something else behind it. That's why I'm saying, is there something really? Or is it sort of like throwing sand on everyone's eyes and saying, hey, yeah, you know, this is not. Their feelings towards each other are legit. And it's not being, I don't feel that they're in love as much as they respect each other. And I feel Austen feels this sense of like, I need to protect Taylor because she's one of the few women that I really truly respect. I feel she really mellows him down. I really feel that she brings out like the softer side of Austen, and he acknowledges that and he likes that. So it's more about protecting and Taylor. And all of these feelings are mixed for both sides, right? So they will try it out, but in the end, Taylor's going to be the smart one. She's going to be like, this is not going to work out well. I mean, look at history. Look at Bravo history. Bravo couple history.
Paige. I don't think Paige and Craig are going to last.
Oh, good question. So again, let me tell you what I got with that.
Tell me.
When was it last season or the season before? When was it? Yeah, I don't remember. It was like a year ago or something like that with them. And don't get me wrong, you guys, I do watch these shows as everyone else. I'm not sitting there reading everyone, trying to predict stuff because things are edited. They're not open. I'm just enjoying my shows, you know. But sometimes, especially during reunions, because they're not as edited, because they're all sitting together, you see how they interact. So I'm starting to pick up energies much easier during reunion. So I think it was during a reunion. And I'm like, and a lot of people have said Paige is not really into it because we've seen Paige. She doesn't want to move to Charleston. She wants to take it very slow. She doesn't want to move in with him. You know, she wants her space. She's young. Let's not forget, she's young. Yeah. I mean, she's not in a hurry. You know, it's not like her biological clock is ticking and she needs to reproduce and get married and all that. So initially I was like, I'm very apprehensive, very sort of, you know, suspicious about this. But I do have to say, I do feel this is not a karmic relationship. This is not a soulmate relationship between the two of them. But I do feel that they both, more so Craig, and we've seen him in the past, he gets comfortable in relationships and he likes that comfort.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you get too comfortable, things can go downhill because that's when you stop being intimate or you're not as intimate or, you know, you start arguing more, you start seeing someone more as a roommate or as a relative rather than, and I feel Craig, it's much easier for him to fall into that. And Paige in some respects too, because the fact that it's long distance and the fact that they're both Bravo celebrities and they're doing reality, so they have a lot of things in common, which makes a relationship work.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to put some cards to see about, because you asked the future, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's have a look. That's a good one. No one's asked me before, and I'm so excited that you did.
Well, because I watch Summer House and I watch Southern Charm, so I've been following their relationship and I have feelings about their relationship, and I feel like I'm with the audience and saying that, like, I don't think that they're gonna last.
Well, let's find out. I don't think they're going to
say.
get married. Just let me put it that way, because people are expecting them to get married. I don't see it happening. Just like I didn't with Lindsay and Carl.
Okay.
I just didn't. When the whole thing was happening, was unfolding, I was like, they're going to split right before they're going to get married. And they did. 8 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. They're not getting married, 100%. Queen of Cups. Page is starting to, or she will very soon, starting like to lose interest in this relationship, I feel, or she's not going to put as much time and energy into this. But what works with the 6 of Pentacles and 9 of Wands is definitely that they're in the same universe and the same world. They have a lot of things in common. They know how things work. So it's easier for a relationship when you're both on TV, so you know how that works and the responsibilities and stuff that you have to do.
Yeah.
They're very defensive about the relationship. And whenever I see couples being so defensive about the relationship, I'm like, what are you trying to hide? What's going on? Temperance and Queen of Cups, King of Cups, they come up as really emotional, both of them. Like he comes up as the King of Cups here and she comes up as the Queen of Cups.
Uh-huh.
They're very different, but very similar at the same time, I have to say. We can't see it. You can't see it energetically, I'm saying, right? So they're very similar in some things, in some aspects. But you know what? It's all about that Ace of Pentacles is all about laying the ground, solidifying, rooting a relationship. And they can't do that. And I feel it has to do with finances and their careers and how they move forward. What I'm trying to say is that no, they're not going to get married. This is not going to last forever. This is going to last up to the point where one of them gets one kind of like super big deal.
Oh.
You know?
Paige.
Maybe I was thinking Paige. I was thinking Paige. Yeah. And that's when things are, so cards are telling me it's going to take a little bit longer. So it's not, I want to say another year or just around another year before they just split up, you know. And I do feel Paige is getting something huge. Like this is going to boost her career and it's going to boost her bank account, but it's not going to.
I can see Paige doing like a Access Hollywood, E-News, something, but like maybe a fashion correspondent. I don't know. I can see her doing something like that really kind of puts her on TV in a different way outside of reality TV.
I agree. So, yeah.
Interesting. Well, there's our Southern Charm Summer House update. I do want to talk about Will and Jada because I feel like their relationship is a little wild. So I want to chat about them. And then I also want to get your take on the Chris Basset rumors because there are some rumors about him sliding or DMing with this woman who claims that he had her have an abortion because he got her knocked up. And I have a lot of questions because the story isn't fully adding up. And I know Giorgio says, you know, he's been covering it a lot. I hear that there are some dick pics out on the loose. So lots to break down there. But really quickly, before we dive into all of that, I do want to remind everybody that fall is here. And HelloFresh can help you plan for the busy season ahead with dishes delivered to your door. Simply choose your recipes and pick your delivery date, then lay back and enjoy your day knowing dinner is covered. When life gets busy, don't call for delivery, get HelloFresh. It's 25% cheaper than takeout and less expensive than grocery shopping. It's expensive to be me. Just choose your recipes and receive fresh, pre-portioned ingredients so that you can get to cooking quick. Listen, you know I'm busy with all the content, with the traveling, with the puppies, with setting up the new studio in my new apartment. The last thing I want to worry about is running to the market. So getting HelloFresh delivered to my door is super easy and super convenient. Go to HelloFresh.com/50nofilter and use code 50nofilter for 50% off plus free shipping. That's code 50nofilter for 50% off plus free shipping. It's also in the description below because I like to make life easy for you. And listen, life doesn't happen bi-weekly, so why should payday? The money you earn can be in your hands today with Earnin. Earnin is an app that gives you access to your pay as you work, up to $100 per day or up to $750 per pay period. Just download the Earnin app and verify your paycheck, then access up to $100 a day as you work and leave an additional tip. Any money you access plus tips are automatically repaid from your next paycheck. I know for me, I'm like, ooh, maybe I can use this for a special night out, like when I go to the Bourbon Room on November 19th for a no filter night out. Or you never know when there's going to be an unexpected vet trip because I got 2 puppies. 1 is a lot, but 2 is even crazier. So make Earnin part of your financial routine and join Earnin's over 3.5 million customers who say things like, when I think about Earnin, I think about financial stability, security. I love security. It gives me a lot of peace of mind. Download Earnin today. It's spelled EARNIN in the Google Play or Apple App Store. When you download the Earnin app, type in no filter under podcast. When you sign up, it really helps the show. That's no filter under the word podcast. Subject to your available earnings, location, daily max, and pay period max. See earnin.com/TOS for details. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Bank products are issued by Evolve Bank and Trust, member FDIC. So go and give Earnin a try today. That's EARNIN and use no filter under podcast so that you can give me some love. All right, guys. Now let's get back to Femme Tarot because we got a lot to dive in with the Will and Jada of it all. Nathalie, what are you picking up on Will and Jada? Because I feel like their energy is making me crazy because she's over here promoting her new book that comes out this week. So she's doing all of this press. Talk to me.
Let me just say that I did after the Oscar slap last year. Yes. I did do a reading. I did a live reading, and I did say, and people were just bombarding me on Friday. They were like, "Oh my God, you called it." I did say they're not together. They're not a couple. There's no love lost there. There is no love there. There is some kind of, you know what? Go over to my channel and watch the video because it's too long and so many things have happened. So I'm glad you were asking that because I do want to, let's update. Let's see what's going on, because that whole relationship, I agree with you. It's exhausting.
She's using him. She's so clearly just using him for... She used him to promote Red Table Talk because it was struggling and she needed a Will to come on and out her entanglement, which is not a fucking... Now it makes me mad that she put him through that and did the whole entanglement thing when it wasn't an entanglement because they technically haven't been together, but maybe she was breadcrumbing him. Maybe she was like leading him to believe... I don't know. I guess I need your reading because I think she's all sorts of sneaky. She's like Fish Mooney from, I don't know if you watch Gotham, but she played a villain on Gotham called Fish Mooney. And she was very slithery and she was very sneaky. And I feel like now she's become that actual character, that Jada.
I agree. So listen, I pulled the cards. I wish I could show you right now the cards. I will show them to you one by one, but I wish I could show you with my tarot cam. But So this is Jada, Eight of Pentacles. Jada is all about money, career, reputation. It's no coincidence. I agree with you. It's no coincidence that everything's coming out now, that she came out and said that. I mean, she's humiliated that man enough. Like, she's humiliated. At the same time, she's humiliating her kids.
Yeah.
This is her dad. She's going out in public and really not dehumanizing, but emasculating, right? I was going to say chopping his balls, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much. So this is what she's doing. So for her, it's everything is about her image, how she can make money from that, and how she can promote herself. Lovers, I honestly, and I don't remember, because I'll be honest, I don't remember all the readings and everything about the readings, and I don't remember all the details for the last reading that I did. But I'm telling you what I'm seeing now. It was never love.
Yeah.
It was never a love connection between them. Okay. It feels to me that this was more like an arrangement.
Oh.
Okay. 10 of Wands. She was unhappy in this relationship. It seemed like hard work with that 10 of Wands. Like, she was the one who was carrying the relationship. She wore the trousers. She was like the boss bitch, the boss lady. And she said, I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of mothering him.
And so you feel like she was ready to move on.
Oh, she's been ready to move on for years.
But then why does she stay with him? Like, that's the part that I don't get, is it's like, what are they doing?
They both have things on each other. Okay.
Oh.
They don't have a clean past. There's lots of things there. And why does she keep coming out and saying that Tupac was the love of her life? What does it matter? It's been years.
I know. I mean, good. I mean, it was nice of her to debunk the rumors about him being gay. I don't know. I wanted to share this meme because I saw it on social media and it's applicable, and I just thought it was hilarious because you'll relate to it. It's from Christian Gray Snow, and he said, "Us, Jada, please stop talking, Jada," and it's a picture of Bethany Frankel. Because we all want Bethany to go away. Now we have Jada, and we all want Jada to go away. So
I've got some tea about Bethany, but I heard it from a journalist in Canada, but I'll have to tell you later.
Oh,
you can share it if you want afterwards, but I have to tell you later.
Okay. Back to Jada.
Back to Jada, because I don't want to. Yeah. So back to Jada, it seems, I do feel that this was an arrangement. Now, I know they dipped in. They were somehow connected to Scientology. That keeps coming up, but it's not just Scientology. Everyone puts their focus on Scientology, but there are a lot more. There are other cults and underground and dark stuff happening in Hollywood and just generally in the world, especially with celebrities and stuff. And I do feel that this is where the connection was, because I do feel there was specifically a man that brought those two together. And I do feel that there are things, okay, that they have on each other, not from before they met, but also during the marriage, things that they did, things that they know about each other, and it's just convenient.
So what if he is gay?
Sorry?
I said, so maybe he is gay. Or at least likes to dabble.
Let me see. I just pulled the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles, when I'm asking about sexuality or sexual orientation or relationship, it's always like my bi card. My sexual card. Just saying. I just pulled it right now. He's been so friggin' patient. Temperance.
So do you think that he's waiting for her to finally be ready to commit to their marriage again?
No, he's waiting for her to cut the tie and for her to move on so he can be free, in quotes.
Got it.
Okay. So the Four of Wands, he's been working. He I don't know. I feel like he's got more projects on the line. So more movies or more things like that. So we're going to see him a lot more, because it's been a little bit quiet the last few years. And funny enough, as we were driving back home today, the kids were talking about Men in Black, and we literally just put the Men in Black soundtrack, which I haven't listened to in ages, So it's funny that we're now talking about them. But anyways, so the Four of Wands to me is all about appearances. Will is very insecure. And he will think, why should he? He's a gorgeous man. He's extremely talented. He can sing, he can dance, he can act. He's got it all. He's got it all. But he's deeply, deeply insecure. And I feel he's very, very traumatized. Pre-Jada. It goes childhood, family. And I feel that about him. So to him, it's very important to get validation because he doesn't believe in himself. Maybe he doesn't believe in his talents as much as we do, as much as us, the audience, the fans. So to him, it's more so, and I can tell you, she's acting like a manager. I do feel like she picked what projects he was going to do. I don't feel he had much of a say. And finally, now, with everything coming out, well, not everything, but at least that the relationship was not a relationship coming out in the open, he's going to start gaining slowly but surely control of his life and his projects and his future endeavors, because she's now done. She wants to move on. And I can tell you, aside from him being bi, which I don't understand, 2023, you can come out now. People, stars, you can come out now. You don't have to pretend you're straight. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're good. It's not the 90s anymore. It's not the 80s.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's nothing to hide. People are open. People are accepting. There's so many things going on. But I'll tell you what, she's got a lover. That's why she's cutting the ties.
And the lover's not August, right? August is the boy that she was like entangled with.
Oh, not that one. No. You mean her son? Her
son's friend. Yeah.
No, it's not him. It's someone else. Someone who we are not aware. It's not out. It hasn't come out. It's not someone that we suspect. This is what I'm getting.
Interesting.
So it's not someone in her, let's say, circle where you would maybe assume. So she's done. That's why she wants to move on. I really feel that she wants to so don't be surprised in a few months from now, Jada comes back and she says, not only have we been separated for 7 years, but I've been in this relationship for a long time and I'm in love and whatnot. And yeah.
So wild to me. Like this, like all of it. Like how are you separated from someone for 7 years and then you're still going on the red carpet and you're being super lovey-dovey and you're letting him call you his wife as he slaps Chris Rock in the face. Like, it's just like, and she's like, we weren't ready to talk about it. We weren't ready to let people know. And I'm just like, but like, how do you, like, it's such a deception to the world.
But you know what, Zack? It's not the world that they live in, these stars and celebrities. We're not talking about Bravo celebrities. Yeah. We're talking about stars that they cash in like huge checks. They're like huge internationally. The people recognize them. People know them and follow them. They don't live in the real world. They live in a bubble, in a very warped sense of reality. So what seems to us weird, strange, like out there, it's not for them. It's reality. How many people in LA, celebrity couples or rich couples, they're in open relationships, or they're swingers, or they, having a sex swing in the middle of the living room is absolutely normal. Just saying,
Yeah.
Erica Jane, she had a sex room. She had a whole sex dungeon.
I forgot about that. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God.
So, I mean, for us, it's weird because we're normal in quote unquote, define normal these days. But it's not for them. So for them, it's normal probably to pretend that they're in. But they didn't really pretend because the last few years, Jada's been really, really bitchy and demeaning towards Will.
Yeah.
So we could all see the cracks.
I mean, I guess cracks, but not separated, like not together, living separate lives. Like that whole thing was just wild to me. But I guess when you do put it into that perspective, like there are so many secrets that a lot of these really big celebs, I'm just so used to Bravo worlds where everything is out there and Taylor's sleeping with Austen and it's all messy.
Wait, how about Kyle and Mauricio?
Oh, I know.
I mean, you know what? Everyone's like shocked and I'm like, why are you shocked? Why is everyone shocked? Yeah. We've been seeing they've been leaving breadcrumbs all this time. It's just that we can't accept it as a reality because we're like, if I was in her place, I wouldn't stay in that relationship.
Well, and I will say the editing has always made the relationship look so good and so strong. And I guess they also know how to play it up for the cameras. But the editing always never really showed us issues between Kyle and Mauricio. I did see the Beverly Hills premiere, and it is really good. When does it come out? Next week, the 25th?
25th.
Is that
25th?
Yeah, that's next week, next Wednesday. So it's good. And it's interesting, though. I can't give anything away. I can't do any spoilers, but I will say I'm curious how much of their relationship did we just not see on the show, because there was never a story that followed them having a rocky relationship. Like, I'm very curious of how much footage over the past 13 seasons was kind of just left on the cutting room floor that maybe would have given us a peek into some of the cracks that were in their relationship that maybe we wouldn't have seen before, because a lot of the editing about their relationship was focused on their endearing moments or how strong of a family unit that they have.
Which proves the point that everything is curated, especially, it's everything that we see is curated, except for the lesser known celebrities, the Bravo celebrities, because they're not as, I don't know, seasoned when it comes to PR spins and how to, how to create an image for their fans, because their fans is more localized. I'm going to say, even though more and more international viewers watch Bravo and they get into this, as we know, but it's not like Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Cruise, where we have this. So, and I remember a couple of years ago, I did do a reading. So people were asking me, because there were again those rumors about Mauricio, and people were like, come on, read on this, because every freaking season we get the same old that Mauricio is cheating. And and I did see that he was seeing other women. He was back then. That was a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. It's the videos on my channel. I don't remember what it's titled, but I did see that he was in a relationship with a younger woman.
Yeah.
And I mean legally younger, not illegally younger, like a much younger to him woman.
Yeah.
So, and people were already shocked when I was doing this reading live in the chat. They were like, oh, we weren't expecting that.
Yeah.
We just thought he was just fooling around, like a lot of people do, where it's just casual sex and then back to my spouse. But no, I could see an emotional attachment with this woman.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's talk Chris Basset and Candiace Dillard, because there are some new rumors about him and this woman that is now come out. I know Giorgio says has been reporting a lot on it, and there are alleged DMs, voice notes with Chris and this woman. There are some alleged dick pics that are floating out there that he sent her, and she's claiming that they've been together, or that they had a 6-month affair, and she recently got pregnant, but 12 weeks ago she had an abortion. And so now she's coming forth, sharing this information. Do you think that there's any legitimacy to these women's claims?
I'll pull the cards, but as a viewer, okay, I'm talking as Nathalie here, not as a psychic medium.
Yeah.
Remember, what was it, 2 or 3 seasons ago, where there was the rumor mill was going around the cast about Chris Basset?
Yeah.
Forget about last season, where there was this whole thing where, they were trying, I really feel like they were trying to entrap him in some way. They had no storyline, and they were just what was it, Wendy? Or I don't remember, someone's friends who was trying to.
Giselle. Oh, yeah. Ashley's friend.
Oh, right. Yeah, actually, exactly. And I remember a few seasons ago but no one picked up on it. I guess because there were so many other things happening in that season that we didn't care for Chris Basset.
Yeah.
But I do remember it came up in one of the episodes where someone did, or they were insinuating, I don't remember exactly who, but I remember picking that up where someone said, I have proof that Chris, has been sleeping with someone that I know. And that wasn't picked up. It was very subtle. It wasn't, maybe, as you said, editors just edited down because there were other things going on.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. That is after everything Candace has done for him, she's like really supported him. She's had his back. She's fought with her mom.
Yep.
She got knocked on the face by her mom's handbag years ago. Remember? Because they had this whole. Remember in the reunion, she just smacked her face. So I mean, this is horrible. But my feeling is yes, and I haven't even pulled the cards yet.
Okay.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
I hope not.
I know, I do as well. Because, oops, the star. Oh, Chris, you love the limelight. Just saying. 8 of Wands, he's being busy. 9 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So it doesn't come up clear. I don't feel that he is in. So right now, as we speak, it doesn't come up that he's in a relationship as we speak right now. Okay. The rumors came out now, but it doesn't mean that he's now in a relationship. Maybe he was like a month ago or a week ago.
Okay.
8 of Wands is also my sexual energy one. You know, when someone is like very horny and very into this and they like to sleep around and they like to spread the love, if you will. So this is my card. 9 of Wands, this is protecting. I'm very defensive. No, it wasn't me. I'm never going to admit it. I'm hiding behind all that. This is the 9 of Wands. And Queen of Pentacles for me is Candace because she's got money. You know, she's financially comfortable. She comes from a family where she is well off because she might not be super rich, but she's a housewife.
Yeah.
Page of Pentacles. Now, the baby stuff, excuse me, am I back? I'm back. Now, the pregnancy stuff, I want to say that it's true. All right. But did she say she had an abortion or did she say she miscarried?
Abortion.
I feel it's a miscarriage.
Oh, but she has abortion paperwork that she
I'm just saying you can miscarry by taking 2 morning after pills and that's enough. Depending on the stage of your pregnancy. But I'm just telling you guys, I'm not a doctor. I'm not her. I'm just telling you as a psychic what I'm picking up as I'm reading this. Okay. So I'm not saying she was planning to keep it, but maybe that miscarriage happened before things, but it just doesn't feel like it was like, it was.
That makes, that makes sense. Cause I feel like why would she, if she was so into Chris and she's clearly a fan of the show, like why would you have an abortion when this could be your entryway into all of the drama? And I just feel like this woman likes drama and she likes mess and she wants to entangle herself. Otherwise, why else would she be going public like it with all of this stuff?
I do. And this woman, nothing against this woman. We don't know her. We know nothing about her, but I will say she did manifest this. Everything. She did. It was almost like Rachel if you know what I mean.
She was familiar with the show. She knows she was too much in the know with a lot of stuff to let this be like an oopsie whoopsie situation. Oops, I accidentally fell in love with him. No. I think it was more deliberate.
And she comes up and look, I have the 9 of Cups. I'm showing the cards because there are people who do read tarot and they do understand when I show the cards. So the 9 of Cups is the wish card. It's making my wishes come true, or my wishes are coming true, or things are manifesting next to the Magician. So this was totally manifested or planned or, really wanting to make it happen. And then I got the Queen of Wands, which I feel is her card, this girl's card. Okay. And she's someone who's I feel she doesn't admit her mistakes. I feel she gives me Leo vibes somehow, like someone a little bit arrogant. She sees herself in a certain way. She won't admit her mistakes. So it's not like she's going to, with everything coming out now, it's not like she's going to go away quietly and say, oh my God, now it's out. I want my privacy. She's going to come out and yep, that's me. I've got things to tell you. I've got tea to spill. This is how it feels, which is bad for Candace.
Candace is really going to go through it.
Candace is going to go ape shit. Like she's going to lose her shit if more things come out.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you this, something else that just came through spirit. It's a bit personal to Candiace, so I don't always feel comfortable sometimes to, because reading celebrities or reading them when we do this on YouTube and stuff is very different to when I read someone who come to me, they give me their permission, they're open and they want a reading, and then I completely like scan them, x-ray them, and then I spill everything that's coming through. So sometimes when I do these readings, I do see things that are very, very personal to them and I don't share because, I have to be respectful of their privacy.
Yeah.
Even though it's for entertainment purposes only, just to be on the safe side, I have to say it. But I have to say that Candiace, we've seen that she's been struggling with her fertility journey and trying to get pregnant. And I literally forgot to say this. I do see a little son. This is the only thing I'm going to say. Maybe in the future, we'll come back to that and I can be more open about it. But I do see a little son, little boy waiting to come through for Candiace. That's all I'm going to say. So I can't tell you more about that. But yeah, I'll leave it there with a baby.
Okay. Well, I mean, I just have to say, like, every time you do a reading and then we come back a few months later and I remember the first reading you did on the show where I was like, what is a message that, like, what can we prepare for the rest of this year? And you're like, get ready. The year's going to get crazy. There's going to be a big uproar. There's probably going to be a war. And like, it's crazy how much of everything you've predicted, or even how much of my own life you've been able to predict so accurately. So I'm telling you guys, you need to go and book FemTarot for a reading, femtarot.com. And you're on YouTube. You do readings of celebrities all the time. You come on my channel every once in a while and the podcast to talk about all the latest events with all the celebrities. So yeah, where else can people follow you, Nathalie?
Oh, and don't forget to tell people that you'll be on our podcast, that Giorgio says and I started a podcast, but it has nothing to do with the housewives, the tea, the gossip, the readings. It's the format, it's called Creating the Creator, and the format is like the Actors on Actor, where we interview content creators that we admire and we followed their career paths and we've seen where they're going, to really understand where they started, what are the challenges, what makes them tick, what's in store for them, what are their plans, just to get to know them deeper in a more fun and casual way. And Zack's episode is dropping on Friday. So if you guys want to hear it, because you're going to get to get to know Zack on a very different, you're going to see a very different side of Zack and understand where he's coming from, because I know you get a lot of shit for being sassy, boy, but that sass comes from somewhere, and you need to, listen to that episode and find out more about Zack, his history, things that he's done, charity work that he's done. He's got a lot of soft points, you guys. He's very soft, he's got that sassiness, but he's got a big heart. So
you're ruining my brand.
I'm sorry, but you know what? It's fine. It's good because that makes you more relatable, I guess. I don't know. You are relatable, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was a great combo that we had with Giorgio and Nathalie on their new podcast, Creating the Creator. You guys just dropped an episode with Brandy and Julie, right?
We did a Brandy and Julie, Brandy Goldman and Julie Howard. That was a bundle of fun. That was really, that we laughed a lot. So you get to know them a little bit more. They are, what you see is what you get with Julie and Brandy. I did try to touch on, I'll be honest, I did try to touch on the whole Heather Jeff stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did kind of insinuate a couple of things about the whole Sirius fallout with Sirius, and they were asking about what's next for Jeff. So I'm just and they made me read. So
interesting.
So listen to that. Yeah.
All right. Creating the Creator. It's available on all podcast platforms.
On all podcast platforms and on YouTube, as well as the YouTube channels, the CTC Network. So you will see Zack there on Friday if you don't want to hear it on podcast then and you want to watch the video, then you should watch it on YouTube. And follow us on Instagram. It's called the Creating what is it called? Because we changed a couple of times.
Creating the Creator, right?
Hold on. Oh my God, Creating the Creator. Yeah, because it's either the CDC network or Creating the Creator. So on IG, it's Creating the Creator. So you can also keep up to date through Instagram.
Love it. Well, Nathalie, thank you so much for coming back on the podcast. Back on YouTube.
My pleasure, anytime.
I always love having you on. We always get lots of tea on all of our favorite stars. So you'll need to come back on again, maybe, before the end of the year to give everybody an update.
And maybe we can give your listeners and your viewers free readings. Like, you never know, we could do lightning readings as a giveaway.
That would be fun, like a fun holiday thing to do at the end of the year.
Why don't we do a Halloween one?
Ooh, that would be fun. Okay, let's do a Halloween one. Okay, well, there we go.
Let's do that.
We can look forward to that. We'll get it scheduled and make sure everybody knows when that's coming. But all right, guys, thank you so much. I will be back again tomorrow because No Filter is now a daily show, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and bonus episodes for members on Friday. So if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, you can become a member of No Filter Plus right now, or you can become a member of the Zack Pack on YouTube, youtube.com/justplainzack. All right, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, morning. Actually, it's a podcast. We don't know when you're listening to this, but have a wonderful day. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will talk to you all again soon. All right. Ciao for now.